Speedy left me a comment wanting to know how to memorize directions on the GPS or on Google Maps. So thank you very much for that comment, and this video is for you. Now you might be thinking, why do you need to memorize directions? You have a phone, you can just plug in and the GPS is going to take you to your destination, right? Well, there was one time when I was driving and I was using Google Maps, but my phone was about to die. And so I had no idea where I was, and I was going to get completely lost if I didn't memorize the rest of my directions. So at the next red light, I stopped, put my phone up, and just started memorizing them because I needed to go home because I was so tired. And so my phone died right when I finished. I was like, okay, it's all up to you, memory, to take me home. And so I was able to recall it all perfectly and get home safely. Because if I even forgot one direction, I would have been completely lost, and who knows how long it would have taken me to get back home. And so the method is very simple when it comes to memorizing directions. So let me share it with you. So when it comes to memorizing directions, you need to memorize them perfectly, okay, in the exact order they appear, or else, even if you mix up two, or even forget one, you're going to completely mess up the whole directions, because you're going to be looking for a street that doesn't exist because you're not on the right current street, or you might not even have a turn to take. If it says take a right and there's no right turn, you're going to be very confused. So I like to use a memory palace to memorize the order perfectly. So for me, I like the very first location of the memory palace to be my destination, just in case I need to remember where I'm going, or if I do find a place that has a charger or something, I can plug my phone in and remember where I'm going exactly. Especially right here, this is New York, and when I went to New York, there's so many different small stores you could go to, and so it's very easy to get sidetracked. And so it's always nice to know where you're going. So the first location has the destination in it. And so what I would do is, for this example, King's Theater, maybe that's a couch. I would see this king on the couch, being all fancy, and maybe he's singing because it's a theater, right? And so he's singing. And so that's what I put in the first location, because that's going to remind me my destination is the King's Theater. Now the second location is actually going to have the first direction in the whole sequence. So right here we have head east on Maple Street towards East 48th Avenue, or Street. And so that's going to go in the second location. Maybe the second location is a desk. And so go east on Maple. East on Maple, I think of a feast, and I picture someone pouring a whole bunch of maple syrup over the feast. Okay, go E on 48th Street. For me, E is T. 48, that's a person I know named Ryan. And so maybe you can even think of Ryan Reynolds or something like that. And so Ryan Reynolds is drinking some tea while this person is pouring maple syrup over him. Maybe he's sitting at the desk and he's just getting covered with maple syrup. And so that's what you would picture. You're going to change each direction to an image of some sort and place it in the corresponding location. And so if I'm ready to go, I'm like, okay, how do I get to King's Theater? First direction. Oh yeah, the desk. I see a feast and a whole bunch of maple syrup. Oh yeah, I have to go east on Maple Street. Okay. And then I have to go towards, oh yeah, I saw Ryan Reynolds drinking some tea. Oh yeah, so East 48th Street. Boom. So I could go to that far. And when you're driving in your head, you're going to be going to the next location already. So you're prepped. So when you get onto the next street, you know if you have to turn right or left or keep going. And so you're always thinking one step ahead. And that's all you do for all the different directions. You change them all to images and place them in the locations. And what I recommend is, before you actually leave, go do a quick run through. Make sure you can see all your images and you can recall it perfectly, because that's going to help solidify all the directions. And if you miss anything, then you know, okay, oh wait, I missed one step. So let me go back and rememorize it. And there you go. It's that simple. And so try it out and see how it works. So next time you're going somewhere new, try to memorize all the directions, and hopefully it's not like a super important meeting you have to go to, so you don't want to risk it. Unless you're that risky, go ahead and do it. But try this out next time when you're going somewhere, just to see, hey, can I memorize all these directions and recall them perfectly and get to my location in one piece? And I recently saw something about the London black cabs and how they have to memorize all this information, like all the different streets or landmarks. And I just brought this up because, streets, maps, right? And that seems very interesting. I might look at it. I don't want to be a cabbie, but I just want to kind of see how much information it actually is and how I would actually attempt it, just for a challenge, you know. You're like, how would I do something like this if I had to memorize streets? Because right now, I've been living in Greeley for a long time, and I still don't know streets. I know everything by landmarks, so there you go. You know, I still have to memorize streets just like everybody else. You know, if you're going to a new place, because I don't know any streets in my own town. So hopefully you enjoy this video, and I'll see you next time.